Greetings, friends and supporters. I'm here to share your monthly stat update with you. April 2022, we did 400 pregnancy tests, shared Christ with 382 ladies, did 214 ultrasounds, and had 260 babies saved. For May the 12th through May the 18th, your weekly stat update is 86 pregnancy tests and 46 ultrasounds. We had a gal come in here the other day that was intent on having an abortion. She went through the counseling session here, went through sonography, and was just determined she was going to have an abortion. She left here, left her ultrasound images, didn't want them because she had no interest in keeping it and was upset. Called back the next morning, spoke to the receptionist, and had a change of heart. She called back and said she had decided that she was going to place her baby for adoption. So that was a really awesome story because adoption is one of those choices that isn't made very often anymore, and it was really encouraging to see somebody that left here so upset and hardened that God worked in her heart that night and she ended up choosing life for her baby. So keep that gal in your prayers as she goes through this process, and for the parents that will be receiving this precious little one that many so anxiously await. We have had a lot going on down here, both remodeling stuff, security issues, air conditioning issues. So if you want to get involved in any way down here with any of this stuff, we're always happy to have more hands on deck or more people kind of adopting different projects. We just had a air conditioner guy down here a little while ago, and he walked into our conference room and he said, "Sorry to interrupt you guys." And we said, "Oh, we're always in a meeting." And he said, "I actually don't really know what you guys do." And I said, "Oh, buddy, let me fill you in." And so we ended up having a really good conversation with him. He thought we actually were an abortion clinic because he had seen the guys standing out across the street with their signs. So we were able to educate him on life, on abortion. We had a really interesting conversation. We were talking to him about how there was 43 million babies aborted around the world last year. He was so shocked. Then there was over 1 million in America alone. And so we wrote down one of these quotes as we were talking about abortion. He had never seen an image of an aborted baby. And so he ended up seeing one that we had here. And he said, "People don't want to force themselves to care enough." And so he says that by seeing that image, it makes you care a lot more. And I just thought it was a really interesting conversation that we had with a young guy who had never been exposed to abortion, and had kind of said him and his coworker were talking about us when they were here a while back, talking about us being an abortion clinic, and just kind of was like, well, to each their own. So we like to think that we had some impact on his life today and kind of redirected his thoughts and how he cared for the unborn, and just encourage you guys to take the opportunities that God gives you to speak on behalf of the unborn, to humanize them, and to share Christ's plan with all those that you come in contact with, that He has a plan for these unborn babies' lives that He creates. That is your weekly update. Oh, and before I forget, go to our website. We have a memorial event coming up next month, June the 25th from 3 to 5. We are going to be honoring our forgotten babies. We're going to be having a memorial service here on our street as we honor those babies that have lost their lives through abortion. You know, here in Nevada, 87% of the abortions that take place are done here in Las Vegas. 32% of those abortions are done across the street from us. So we hope that you guys will step out here, join us, and be a part of this first annual memorial service as we think of all those babies who've lost their lives to abortion, and it's going to be a great event. I'm not going to give you all the details today. Maybe I'll give you more next week. Have a great weekend, and God bless you.